Okay, so now that I've gotten myself together and I've introduced myself, I wanted to start another video because I know how we all learn in very small increments. So this particular video, I want to lead into what we left off on, which is creating a space. Of course, again, I already said the internet is vicious, and I hate speaking in public, so I run this video past my friends and I get their feedback, and of course they immediately, as the internet does, point out the dirty ceiling fan above me. I know that it's dirty. I've seen it. It is filthy. But I did leave it for a purpose because I was not concerned with vanity at this particular moment. This used to be my guest room, actually. 24 hours ago, there was a bed, there was a television where I'm speaking to you from. There was a lot of very unnecessary things in here, and I realized that my guests who come and visit me once a year, who I love, however, I needed a space that really felt like I could generate some creative content and create an environment that let the students kind of in. If you notice, there's a lot of little things behind me, and maybe at a later date I'll go into all of those things and what the details mean of them. But if you can zoom in, go ahead. I don't care. Read them. But that's what I want you to work on right now. It's almost like that vision board that we talk about and we teach our students about, seeing it and then breathing it and feeling it. And I have a great mentor, and she tells me, what does it sound like, look like, and feel like, right? So this space, it looks like a place that I want to learn from, and then it feels comforting. At least it does for me when I walk in. And what does it sound like? It sounds like I want to speak to you and I want to have a conversation with you. I wish you guys were sitting in these chairs right here so we can actually have a conversation, because that's the majority of how we should be teaching, conversational, where we're engaging and discussing things with our students. So that's one of the tips. So create a space right now, and it may look pretty fancy back there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's really not. And these items were actually gifted to me. The majority of them were gifted to me from one of my sisters, who she was moving this weekend, and she had a bunch of different sayings and stuff. And I said, I got to create a space. I got to create a space that just speaks to me. And she opened up her home and she said, come on, like, here's a quote, here's a chalkboard, here's whatever you need. And that's what I'm talking about. It's not about going out to spend a lot of money. It's about tapping into your creative sources. It's about the community reaching in together to help you build these learning spaces. These are now your classrooms. So this is your space that you want to learn. And I feel like this room is where my students would have come if they were my friends and we had to have a conversation about marketing or management or any of the other subjects, not economics, that's not allowed in here, but you get what I'm saying. So that is your first challenge. That is your first assignment. If you are here listening and you want this resource and you want some of this information, I'm here. So welcome. Start working on, building that environment that has that community inquiry, that community of learning where you want to have that discussion. So if you have any questions or anything that you need answered immediately, again, there are comments below. I'm very new to YouTube, so I don't know how this stuff all works. But again, the last video was my very first YouTube video I've ever recorded in my life. So again, I'm learning, but as I'm reading that the comments are there, it's almost like you're in the classroom with your hands raised. So excuse me, that's what I always do in my class. So just anything you need from me, I will find it. I will help you. I will reach out. I will network. I will do whatever I can to help you in this situation, because again, we are all in this together and it's not about us. And that was a High School Musical quote, I believe. So I'm going to stop right there.